Love Dies Young by the Foo Fighters is the song I'm talking you through today. Before I crack on with this video, if you could give it a like, and if you haven't already subscribed, that will help me out tremendously if you could do so. I'll leave the full notation, I'll leave the full score in the description below if you do want the full score, but I'm just going to go through the main parts of this song today. Intro, verse, chorus, and a couple of fills at the end. I'm going to play it up to speed first of all, and then I'm going to break it down super slow with on-screen notation just to make sure you know exactly what is being played. So we've got 16 bars rest at the start. We've got this guitar kind of riff, and then we come in with this 4-bar intro. Have a listen. Sounds like this. Okay, so we've got a kick on the 1, 2, 3, 4 that's driving pretty much throughout this track. Backbeat is generally on the 2 and the 4 on the snare drum, and we've got some offbeats with our hi-hat. So we've actually got a kind of a disco groove to start with. I'm playing slightly open hi-hats. The song does differ between open hi-hats and closed hi-hats, and maybe slightly open hi-hats. Doesn't really matter for now. The main groove is the main kind of thing we're talking about. We've got 3 bars of this disco groove. Let's just do that first of all. Here we go. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and second bar 2 and 3 and 4, and third bar 2 and 3 and 4, and now we have got a drum fill on bar 4 leading into the verse. But let's just talk about this groove first of all, because some of you may not have even played a groove like this. So the best way to start playing this groove and just kind of getting you going, if you do find it a little bit hard, is to just do your kick to start with on the 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to add the hi-hats on the and. So we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then once we got that, we can add the snare drum on beats 2 and beats 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and it's important that you get that snare drum and the kick together. That just, you know, just make sure it's nice and together. When we do get to bar 4, we've got this drum fill. Now this drum fill slowly goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and So that last bit's a little bit tricky. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and into the verse. Let's do 4 bars in a row. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and second bar and 2 and 3 and 4, and third bar and 2 and 3 and 4, last bar 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 into the verse. Have a listen to the verse. Sounds like this. So we've got a 12-bar pattern here. The 12th bar is actually a rest, but it's this 12-bar section before the chorus. Again, we've got the like the disco-y offbeat groove, bass on the 1, 2, 3, 4, snare on the 2 and the 4. Hi-hat's closed now though. That makes a big difference really. The vocals are coming in, so you want your drums just to kind of just sit there nicely. You can start to rock it up before the chorus by opening the hi-hat, but for now keep it closed. So we've got a repeated 4-bar section to start with. We are going to go 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and second bar and 2 and 3 and 4, and third bar 2 and 3 and 4, and fourth bar and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. and then we do the same 4 bars again. Let's just look at that 4th bar, that drum fill. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and a 1. So from beat 3, you're going to go 3 and a 4. So it's going to go kick, right, left, right, right, left on the floor tom, into the crash. Just do that 4th bar from the beginning. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and a 1. Then you go back and do them 4 bars again. The 5th bar, we've got open hi-hat, or slightly open hi-hats now. It starts to build the song up for the chorus. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, crash. And on this last bar, this sets us up for like the chorus section. We've got that crash on the and of the 4, the whole of that bar. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, crash. And again, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, crash. Let's do the whole of this verse with the repeat slowly. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and second bar 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and third bar 2 and 3 and 4, and 4th bar and 2 and 3 and a 4 and a 1. We do that to the beginning. 3 and 4 and second bar 2 and 3 and 4, and third bar 2 and 3 and 4th bar 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and last line and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and rest. 2, 3, next section. I didn't mention when I got to the 4th bar that the 2 dots at the end of that drum fill mean you repeat back to where you see 2 dots facing the other way. So if you ever see like a double line and 2 dots by that line, it means a repeated section, so you go back and do it again. Then we go to the chorus. Now I'm going to play the chorus and then I'm going to continue the chorus. The chorus then leads on to like the kind of bridge, I guess, that leads you back in to verse 2. So have a listen to the chorus, and the bridge goes like this. Okay, so the chorus is actually a 2-bar pattern. We're now playing 8th notes on the hi-hat. You can make it a little bit trashier, open them hi-hats just to give it that kind of rock, that drive that this song needs. It repeats this first 2 bars 3 times. In fact, it repeats it 4 times and then carries on into like the bridge. Let's look at these 2 bars first of all. Now we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... in the second bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So let's just look at these 2 bars. The first bar, we've got a cymbal on beat 1, and then on the and of the 4, it's like a push, and the whole band kind of back that up really, or should I say the cymbal backs the band up and plays the phrase that the band's playing. But 2 bars in a row goes 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we repeat that 4 times. The 4th time you go to the bar that says 4 above it, and then you just continue to the end of that, and that will bring you into verse 2. Let's go from that 4th time bar. We've got some kind of drum fills and grooves that we've already talked about, so they should seem easier now you've gone through them already. Let's go from that 4th time bar. Here we go. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 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 3 and 4, and last 2 lines, and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and last line, and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So lots of these bars, like I said, do repeat themselves. The main importance of this little section is obviously the chorus, them 2 bars and them crashes that kind of push with the band. The rest of this song is pretty much the same, really. It just kind of repeats, and the phrase is kind of the same, really. Once you've done like the first verse, second verse is kind of the same as the chorus. So it just kind of repeats and use them drum fills that have already been played, which is kind of nice. There was a drum fill 2 minutes 46 into the song. I'm going to play 2 or 3 bars before that, like a little lead in, just so you can hear it, and then I'll break it down. So have a listen to this drum fill. 2 minutes 46 into the track. Goes like this. So we've got 4 bars of groove that we've already talked about, and then we've got that 2-bar drum fill at 2 minutes 46 into the track. Let's look at that 2-bar drum fill. It goes slowly. It goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, let's do that bar again, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So we've got a crash on the and of the 3 and the and of the 4. The next bar's a little bit trickier. The next bar we're going to go 1 and 2 and 4. We've got some 16th note triplets, snare, high, floor, kick. So that might at speed cause some problems for some of you. Snare, high, floor, kick, crash, crash, crash with the snare, and 4. Let's do that last bar. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 2 bars in a row. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And you can use whatever crash you want. If you've only got 1 crash, just use that 1 crash. So 4 bars of that groove first of all. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And second bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And third bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And last line, 1 and 2 and 3 and drum fill. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then the rest of it is pretty much what we've talked about. There is a section where it kind of there's no drums, and then the hi-hats come in, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and then the kick joins it, 1 and a 2 and a 3, and then the kick joins it, 2 and 3, and from that point onwards you can just rock it up, have some fun with it really. Like I said earlier, the full notated chart for this track is on my Patreon in the link below, so feel free to take a look. Thanks for watching. See you soon.